We're now going to bring in George Stahl, who's going to talk to us about Abbott Labs, which is splitting its business into two. So George, what's going on there? We've got, the company seems to be doing fairly well, but is this therefore, what sort of strategic move could this be? And describe which businesses are actually being split here.
Sure. Abbott's been this huge healthcare conglomerate with pharmaceutical, medical devices, diagnostic products, and so forth. And they're splitting it up because they feel as if the drug business, which is 45% of their revenue, gets too much focus by investors and drags down the valuation of the other parts of the business, the medical devices and the diagnostics and so forth. So they're splitting off the pharma business, which has the rheumatoid arthritis drug Humira and all the research that goes with it. And they've recently made an acquisition for a company called Stahl, which is also going to be part of that company. They're splitting that off, and they're going to, which has, as we've heard from many drug makers recently, that the pipeline of new drugs has slowed up. Humira has been one of the more recent big drugs that have come to market, but it's tough keeping up that pace of delivering blockbuster drugs. But because that so much focus is on pipeline and drugs in development and how they're developing, it overshadows the other parts of the business, which Abbott feels can grow by pushing those products into emerging markets. In the mature markets, they're pretty well. Their growth is pretty steady, but they really see upside when in going into the BRIC countries and the emerging markets where
they takes the pressure off the pipeline question, right? You actually sort of just open up a whole new market without having to create a new product for them.
And you're getting Wall Street to just focus on those products and their potential in those emerging markets, and that's where they're hoping to get.
What kind of products are you talking about on that side of things? What kind of devices does Abbott have that are sort of blockbuster that they feel is being dragged?
I mean, it's not even blockbuster stuff. I mean, they've got their own baby formula products. They've got they've got some basic products, basic testing products that they use, that people take to test for various ailments and stuff like that. So it's nothing that is overly sexy, which is why it gets overshadowed by the pharmaceutical business. But in and of itself, they are big cash flow businesses that have big sales.
Right. Is this sort of some sort of glimpse into the future of drug companies in general and where we'd like to see them head?
Yeah, I mean, I think it just reflects the negative sentiment that investors have versus to drug companies because of the up and down nature of them.
Why is the pipeline so weak for drugs? For the drugs?
That's a good question. That's a real good question. It tends to go in cycles, and a lot of it has to do with just where science is. And back in the early to the mid to late 90s, we saw a surge in computerization and diagnostics for drug making abilities, and that led to a surge in new drugs that sort of petered out, and now we're starting to see another new surge based on new advances in technology that hopefully down the road will lead to more powerful drugs. They snuck in that they're taking a $1.5 billion charge for a government investigation into their anti-seizure drug, Depakote, which
their media advisors haven't they? Nice job. All right, George, thanks very much for that. Okay, after the break, we're going to come back and talk more about the topic we've been dealing with for some time, which of course is Europe. See you then.